out bubbles when I speak. I'm a freak, because she's received out for me. I'm unique, there is only one of me. I'm complete, so I really don't care what you think of me. I'm a geek.
Alright. Come on, let's focus. There we go. There we go. Alright, I'm going to move my mic out just a tad. There as I am. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do worked right away. I know, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's a butthead for some strange reason. Alright. Oh, I got some ink done. I got some more ink done on my arm, which is pretty sweet. That hurt really bad. I have 3 more sessions, and hopefully we'll get some color in there in the next session. But yeah, it hurt incredibly bad. Way more than the line work. I'm on mobile war stream avatars. Ah, gotcha. I'll say I figured out how to make the enormous avatars smaller. Dude, how? I need to probably get with you at some point this week. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Yeah, he was tattooing. He was putting the ink in. He was tattooing so hard that I bruised like on my shoulder. But it's all good. You got to pay to play, right? All right. All right, cool. All right, so let me, I'm going to look up a reference photo for Aang. Not that I don't know what he looks like, but I want to make sure I'm getting the details right. All right, and so what I'm going to do, all right, yeah, let me actually explain the piece to you first. So I'll try to draw a thumbnail so I can show you exactly what Watson was talking about. And I don't think he's changed anything so far. If he has, I can always adjust, but this is what I'm thinking. So he wants just the faces of Avatar Aang and Zuko, but he wants it split down the middle. So one half he wants Aang and one half he wants Zuko. And behind each respective bender, he wants their temple. So behind Avatar Aang, obviously you're going to have the air temple. Behind Zuko, you'll have the fire temple. So this is what I'm thinking. I'm going to probably do it long ways. Something like this. So maybe, I don't know, 14 inches by like 8 inches, something like that. And I'm going to have it, obviously, I don't know if I'm going to actually draw a line or not, but obviously their face is going to be right here. He wants me to have their hands up doing an element. I don't know if we're going to have enough space for that. We can try to do something like that. But in the background, we'll have the temples. That is an awful representation of the air temple. I'll put some windows in here so it looks like an air temple. And then I know the fire temple is like on a cliff or something like that. So, and it has these like something like that. So not going to look exactly like that, obviously, but that's the basic premise of what I'm thinking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw each element separate, and then like I do normally, I will digitally kind of stitch them together, and then I'll color them in. I'm going to color them in like they are on the show. So I'm not going to do a whole lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm really bad at words. So it's going to be more of a cel-shaded look, I guess, is what I'm trying to go for. So like the show, like the Nickelodeon show. Rendering, that's it. I'm not going to do a lot of rendering of shadows and all that stuff. It's going to be very like straightforward cel shading. That's what Watson wanted. So, and I think that's what'll look the best. It'll be the most striking image. So, all right. So first things first, we're going to draw Avatar. Now I can't just draw half of a face. I've got to draw the whole face. So let's get started with that. Let me see if I miss anything. Also, it says that sound alerts are offline. Does it really? It's probably... Hold on one sec. Let me see. Yeah, we've been having issues with sound alerts dashboard. Yeah, it says the browser source is offline, so it's been like that all day because we've been trying to upload some sound effects to the dashboard, and it hasn't been working. So sorry about that, guys. For some reason, it's not working. Chunk the Hut coming in with a gifted sub to Artsy Adventurer. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Artsy Adventurer, welcome to the Comic Clan. the greatest streamers that you've never heard of. I love that tagline. Let me turn this music up. Sorry if I'm eating the mic. I'm sorry. It's just right in front of my face. All right, what is up, Watson? There he is. All right, cool. Watson, we're getting ready to get started. I kind of laid out your piece at a really high level. There it is. There's the finished piece. Let me know what you think. Just joking. Yeah, for those of you who are subs, throw your stand head emote in the chat so we can rock those out. Show of force and support of our new sub, Artsy, and our old friend, Chunk, for the gift. Alright, so I think now, Artsy, you should be able to do a stream avatar, because I think you have to be a sub. Alright, so let's get started. I know I've said that like 4 times. Alright, so we're going to start off drawing each element separately. So I'm going to draw Zuko separately, and I'm going to draw Avatar Aang separately. And then I'm going to draw the temples separately. So we might get through Zuko and Aang in maybe one temple. Those temples are very intricate. So I will try my best to get through as much as I can. Do you have it set that way on purpose? Yeah, I have it set that way on purpose. Can't stay super long. I have friends in town. Oh, no worries, man. Do your thing. Do your thing. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We're just gonna get the general shape of Avatar Aang's head. He kind of has a weird. It comes down at a diagonal. Excuse me. Comes down at a diagonal and then it cuts in, like really sharply. And he kind of has a really kind of pointy chin. And he has absolutely ginormous ears. Now, for the purposes of this drawing, I'm not gonna detail out both sides of his face in great detail because you're only gonna see one of them. So, I love you too, Watson. You're the best. My monitor is still cutting off every time I move my feet for some reason. It's so weird. Alright, so Aang has absolutely ginormous ears, so let's draw these out. Hey, no banning, no banning. Everybody play nice. Alright, and then so his eyes are the most important thing because his eyes are like super expressive. So let me make sure I'm getting those right. They're big, but not like ginormous, if that makes sense. So it kind of goes down. And then he kind of has this like almost like eyeliner thing going on. Alright, so what I might do is I like his eyes like this, but I might make them smaller because they are gigantic. Yeah, they're way too big. So let me redraw them. Music feels very Roblox, which is not a bad thing. Sweet. Alright, let's try this again. Let's try the nose again, or the eyes. That's much better. I'm gonna make him look, I know he's like always in a joking mood in the show, but like I want to make him look, he's not gonna be in avatar form because there's no need, because I've already done that. I want to do something different, unless you really want me to put him in avatar mode, Watson. I'm just gonna put him in his own regular I'm about to destroy you face. One cool thing, one cool byproduct of this streaming, doing this stream, is I feel like my wife said the other day, she's like, you're getting better. And that made me feel good, because I don't draw on a regular basis like I want to, just because I don't have a ton of time to do that. So that made me feel really good when she said that. All right, let me see. I feel like I need to adjust the angle of this real quick. That's much more Aang-like. His eye is much more roundish than I'm giving it credit for. There we go. That's much better. Like I'm outside of avatar mode. Okay, cool. So I'll go ahead and do that then. I know he looks like a psycho right now, but I'll adjust that with color. Color and shading. So I don't want him scowling per se, but I definitely don't want him like, so this is what's gonna look like. Firebolt. So that's actually a good idea. So I'm gonna keep half his face covered. Oh, almost forgot the arrow. Shoot. How did I almost forget the arrow? Alright, so.
Want to know the secret to making sure every
No, I don't. I don't want to know the secret to that, okay?
Spies we hired.
Alright. Oh, shoot. Y'all are doing a boss fight. Dang. Alright. Alright, cool. Alright, so I think we got the overall shape of Aang's head down. Again, I'm not going to do too much rendering on him because I want him to look kind of like the show. They abandoned me to do it by myself. If I could play and I knew how to play, I would play. Alright, now we gotta look up Avatar's garb. His neck garb. Alright, let's see if we can put it right here. There we go. So, he has a pretty skinny neck. Nope, not that skinny. Traitors. Wish you weren't a bunch of traitors. Alright, so he has a really skinny neck. Probably, I think that's accurate. But he has this kind of like a monk collar. Nah, not that angle. Alright, I gotta get the angle of this right or it's not gonna look right. So there we go. Alright, so I got the majority of that good. Let me move this over here. I don't know why I drew this side. I don't need to draw this side. So again, this is what we're looking at. I might pull that in a bit. For those of you who draw, I think a kneaded eraser is an essential tool of the trade. It's so awesome. This is the entire size of the eraser, but you can peel it apart and just use a tiny piece of it. If you want to get really, really tight with the erase lines, it's just essential. Alright, so here's a good example of an artistic principle that is a pretty general rule that you want to follow. There are these things called tangents. It's when lines intersect. A good example of that is what I've just done. You see how this line intersects with his neckline, which intersects with his jawline. This is an eye trap. It means your eye is going to keep getting stuck there over and over instead of flowing throughout the picture, which is what you want. So I need to change this. So what I need to do is figure out a way to either bring that line up or down. So I'm going to flatten that curve a little bit so we can kind of free that tangent up. Now it's not as bad as it was. Cool. Perfect. I like it. So now we've got Avatar Aang. Let me come in here with... So kneaded erasers frustrate me. Yeah, mine get super dirty and they pick up just all kinds of crap because I drop them a lot. So, and then they get hard if you don't use them after a while. You just gotta become their best friend and knead on them for a little bit. Alright, I think we got the basis for Aang, so I'm going to go ahead and ink him. I'm going to ink him in a number 8 micron pen first, which is one of the thicker micron pens. I'm not going to do a Sharpie because Sharpies, for me, I feel like I have less control. Once I get the main outline done with the 8, then I'll come in with a Sharpie. See you, Chunk. See you, bro. This Chunk stream? I don't know. I don't think so. He's not on our list that I see, at least. Chunk, if you're on, do you still stream? Or do you stream? If you're still on, that's what I meant to say. Anyways. Alright, so let's go ahead and start outlining Aang. Let me know if the audio ever cuts out or anything like that, or the camera cuts out, or any of that stuff. Now, one thing that I'm really trying to work on is getting my hand steadier, because when I'm doing like long moving lines, like I have a very shaky hand. It's not really that steady, all things considered. Alright, so now the goal behind what I'm doing right now is I want to have different weights to the lines. So the main lines of the face, like the outline, the head, the chin, the neck, the clothing, the outside line, I want to have that thick. But, and maybe his eyes. Yeah, his eyes as well. So we'll come in here. We'll do kind of like an eyeshadow type thing, which is what it looks like on the show, honestly. And we'll come in here and just do an indication of that line. Nobody wants to watch. That's not true, man. I'll come in here with a lighter one. So this is a 1 micron. and I'll do some of the smaller details, like his nostril, his nose line, his mouth, and his little bottom lip. Oh, his little bottom lip. I didn't mean to say it like that. And then I'll come in with, so his hair is brown, so I'm not going to fill in this brow, but I'm just going to outline it in the black. I'll come in here with the eye, and I'll probably fix that eye in Photoshop to make it more of a circle. Yeah, dude, I'd watch you. I'd watch you when I can. With 2 kids, full-time job, and streaming twice a week, I gotta take it when I can get it as far as stream time. Oh, let me come back in here with this. I forgot this line. There we go. Alright, and we'll come in here with the little cloth. Cool. So I think Aang is done. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and erase the pencil lines. He looks kind of creepy. I realize that. But it's just because we don't have any color on. Once we start adding color and the cell shading and all that stuff, it'll look a lot better. I'm just trying to get the base line work for him done. We'll come in here and we'll fill in all these colors, and then we'll add parts of the cell shading. Actually, you know what we can do is we can come in here and kind of indicate some of the shading. So let's maybe do that. And this whole ear is covered. Cool. What does that say? Joe's not dead? Alright, now we're going to try Zuko. Alright, I'm going to put Aang aside for a second, and we're going to draw Zuko. Now what I'm going to do with Zuko, I think I'm better at drawing the left sides of faces than I am the right side. So I'm going to draw the... Actually, no, I can't do that because Zuko has a scar. Alright, so I'm going to draw the right side of Zuko's face. I'm going to detail that out more. So let me just get a really good picture of Zuko. I had one up. I don't know what happened to it. Zuko face. Here we go. I think this is a good one. It's a little tiny, like I can't really see the details. Alright, question. Watson. For Zuko, is there any particular incarnation of Zuko that you want? So you have the buzz cut, well, not buzz cut, but the short hair Zuko. You have the monk style with the kind of like the top knot almost. And then you have the shaggy, the kind of hair in his eyes Zuko. So if there's a particular one that you want, let me know. Trust me. Oh, alright. I saw that. Alright, so if I don't hear from you, I'm just going to go with the kind of shaggy look for Zuko. So let me make sure I have a good photo of that. Alright, so Zuko has a very unique face. That's an awful picture. Hold on. Sorry, it's really hard to find a photo for him for some reason. Alright. So I'm going to just try to draw the overall shape of Zuko's head. Now his is more full in the cheeks than Avatar's. The Avatar is slanted down a little bit, but his comes to an abrupt, longer. He has a longer pointed chin than Avatar Aang. And you really don't see his ears. His neck is a little thicker. And he has kind of like robes on, almost. That kind of come down like that. Yeah, I'll do the scar eye. But it's going to be partially covered by his hair, but I'll try to draw his hair in such a way that it doesn't completely obscure it. But yeah. But it's going to be like, it's going to be emo Zuko. Emo Zuko. Alright, and he's a bit more muscular than Aang, so I'm going to draw in some necklines for him. Hold on one second. These commercials, man. Stop. Alright. Alright, again, I can't find a lot of references for him. So his scar side, actually let me draw in his eye line a little bit. His eye line is a little bit higher. He's got a longer face. And he's got like a very long like nose type deal going on. I can really draw his nose however I want because they did. His nose is all over the place, it looks like. That's a little high. Looks like he's got gum in his mouth. Alright, now he's got more squinty eyes. I don't know why I'm drawing that eye. Let me come down here. For those of you who don't know or remember, Zuko got burned in the face by his awesome dad, who was just a real big jerk, the Fire Lord. Forgot his name, but I should know it because this is my wife's favorite show, but I don't. Okay, don't sue me. Don't hate me. Alright, I'm gonna do kind of like he's got like a little bit of a cowlick thing going on up here. He's got, his hair's a little bushy. Alright, so let me erase some of these lines. Alright, let me make sure it's looking alright. Alright, I need to fix this right here. It doesn't look right. Something's off. So I'm going to cover that up just a tad. Actually, his hair kind of comes out here a little bit. Alright, let's see. draw in his eye a little bit. So it's like a 2-phase scar on his face. And it kind of has like these lines, like these like scar lines. I want it to have like depth to it, so I want it to kind of go behind this hair. There we go. It is okay. So that's one of the things when you're drawing well-known characters. It needs to look like them. Like people need to be like, I know who that is. You know. So that's one thing I'm always like leery about drawing like well-known established characters. So I really appreciate it, man. That makes me feel really good. I appreciate it. All right, so I mean this hair is still bothering me a bit. So let me I feel like it comes out like even more than I am. Yeah, it's much better. Maybe not exactly like that, but something like the form. Like that. Alright, cool. Yeah, I was missing, his head was looking a little flat, and I was like, I don't know what's up. And it was his hair. Alright, cool. Alright, so his eye is like crazy squinty because obviously because of his idiot dad. So Ozai, that's it. I knew I would remember it. Sweet. Thanks again, Locke. You're just awesome at compliments, so I appreciate it. Alright, so let me just nail down this hair look. I'm almost there, I think. I'm kind of having to make this up as I go because there are no drawings that I can reference to get a hair that doesn't almost completely cover this scar. So. Alright, cool. So, obviously, 2 different size faces. I'm going to have to figure out how to make that work. Might just be... Yeah, I'll have to figure out how that works. Obviously, because his face is longer than his face. I don't want to change the dimensions of their face because I want them to feel like they're in the same space. So there might just be a bit of overlap on the top and the bottom, and I'll just have to figure out I'll just have to figure out how to make that work color-wise. All right. So I'm gonna do the same thing I did with him. I'm gonna color the outside of him, or outline the outside of him in this number 8 micron pen. Because it's one of the thicker micron pens and it allows me a modem more of control than a Sharpie. And I'm going to outline the major lines like in his neck and his chin, things like that. Smudge blending in the middle. Yeah, I could do that. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. So. There we go. All right. So the main outlines of his clothing, I'm going to make them also in that heavy outline. The timing is so hard sometimes. Oh, for the jumps. Alright, I'm going to come in with the number 1 and do some of the finer details. He really doesn't have like nostrils. I mean, he does have nostrils, obviously, but very minimal. Not mineral. Minimal. I'll come in here. Alright, I'm going to come in with an even lighter, like 0.005, so I can bring in some of these scar lines. Come back with this one. Kind of want to do an uneven edge on this second scar ring. Alright, cool. So that is Zuko. Let me erase some of these pencil lines. Oops, forgot to come in here. Get some of these lines. I'm going to erase some of the pencil lines. Alright, now we're going to start working on some of these temples, which I think this is going to be the thing that takes the longest. Let me look up. So let's do the air temple first. Alright, let me make sure I had a good photo of this. Let me make sure. Man, these things are so intricate. Hold on one sec, guys. I had a really good reference photo and I don't know what I did with it. Hey Watson, if you're on any particular air temple, I think there's several of them. Are you cool just me picking one? I think the northern air temple, or the eastern air temple, is the one that he is from. Because I think the eastern air temple is actually in the clouds almost. So let me Google, you're failing me. Sorry guys, I should have had this up before the stream. That's my bad. Alright, we're just going to do the northern air temple, because that I think will just be the best. Alright, so since he's going to be like this, I'm going to kind of make it like this. So actually, I'm going to I'm gonna draw it just like this. Sorry guys, I'm figuring this out as we go. So this is a very tall, skinny air temple with cliff, kind of like a crossroads. I'm gonna kind of take just a couple liberties with the terrain on this, Watson, if you're cool. Alright, so it's got kind of like, I'm gonna draw very rudimentary shapes here, just to Alright, guess we'll just have to draw each of these individually. Okay, cool. That works.
Welcome guests back in with 4th of July savings at Lowe's. Get
Nope. All right. So it's kind of a sentry tower right here. Little windows in it. Kind of like a grassy roof almost. Cool. That works. And there's like a bridge to like a rock outcropping cliff. Okay, I think I'm getting the form of it just a tad. The rock outcropping kind of comes down. But there's another thing right here. Kind of goes down like that. Rock outcropping comes down and hits another pillar, which is right over this one. Continues down till we get to right there. All right, I'm gonna take just a couple liberties with this air temple, but what I can do is I can add some flying bison in here. That way, if people are like, "What is that?" They see the flying bison and they'll associate what they think is the air temple with the bison, and then like, oh, okay, got it, it's the air temple. So man, it's hot in this room. All right, so this has a big pillar right here. So the pillars are kind of almost steeped in the rock. So erase some of this. I normally love this type of line work, but this is like really, really tedious. Let me make sure I got this right. this connects with this. It's like a wall. And it connects on the other side too. And then there's a jettison wall. It goes kind of like this. Make it come out just a little bit more. Cool. Looks good. My lurk. People finally want to do something. Alright, cool. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it a lot. Have a good night, man. Alright. Let's see. Man, this thing is so complicated. Alright, cool. That works. Alright, let's work over here. There's a rock cropping with snow, kind of. And another. I feel like I'm gonna run out of space. Yeah, so the whole temple is kind of like a spiral. So that's what I'm trying to emulate, that spiral-ish feel. But there's so many of these canopies. Like this. There's kind of like a house on the edge over here. It's got like a double roof type thing. Alright. And then we got kind of like a cliff thing going on over here with a little like house stuck in the cliff face. And there's something on the edge right here. I thought the fire temple was going to be the hardest thing to draw, but I feel like this is going to be way more difficult. Yeah, I'm going to go off the page. That's alright. It's not a big deal. What I'll do is I'll just tape something to here, so. Like I said, I'm just getting the overall form of these things right now. I'm not trying to perfect this. Just another one right here. And then there's the big tower. That's just right here. Goes off the page. Okay. I do not have to go, but I don't want to leave. It's all good, man. We'll continue to work on it. All right, so I'm gonna come in here and just start kind of detailing some of this stuff out. That was a proper dad joke, Wolf Spider. All right, I might actually start coming in here with a really fine line. But maybe not. Make sure I have all the lines correct first. Oh, I didn't finish this one over here. Okay. There we go. Let me turn this music up just a tad. Just wanted to say, appreciate you stopping in tonight. Means a lot to us. That's it. That's all I wanted to say.
Want to know the secret to making sure everything?
Of course, the second I turn it up, the Kroger ad comes on. No, Kroger, no. Now here, I'll show you another example of a tangent for those of you who have been here since I was talking about that earlier. That doesn't really bother me as much. So, you see this line from this tower, how it kind of intersects with this one? That doesn't bother me that much. Because the whole goal of this is to kind of have your eye move up the temple. So, that is... it's making that happen. I'm okay with it. Definitely okay with it. We don't want what you're selling, Kroger. We don't, Kroger. You go back to your hole. Although I do love Kroger. I'm not going to lie. I mean, technically I do want what Kroger's selling, but we can't let them know that. Can't let them know that their ads are super, super effective. Alright, I'm going to start coming in here with this pen. Nope, not that one. Not that one. This one. I thought I had. Yeah, I guess this is it. I thought I had another one. Guess not. Alright, so I'm going to start coming in here and detailing out some of this line work. And the snow kind of thing that's going on. Thank you for the bits, Wolf Spider. Appreciate it, man. You've given a total of 5,505 bits. You are a bit OG. So, appreciate it, man. Appreciate any support you guys give us. It means a lot, and it goes far. We try to be very smart with what we do with that type of stuff when we do get payouts. Like, for instance, all of these commission pieces are paid for by that type of stuff. So, because it costs a lot to ship these out. Costs a lot to ship these out and to get them printed. So we appreciate everything you guys do. Alright, let's keep going. This is super tedious. Actually, I'm going to draw in one more kind of like... No, I'm not. Even though it's there, it doesn't really add a ton. So, yep. Sorry, my phone is going nuts. All right, let's see. Bob the Racer, what's up, man? Thank you for popping in. Thank you for the shout out, Wolf Spider. Appreciate it. Hope you are doing well, Bob. We are working on a commission piece from our 12-hour stream for Watson of the Co-op Trio. he requested an avatar-based drawing. So we are going to be doing half Aang, half Zuko, with their respective air temples, or their temples in the background. So right now I'm drawing the air temple. Yeah, and it's just incredibly tedious. I didn't think it was going to be this tedious, but it is. So, but it's all good, you know? It's all good. Pretty good. Hope you're doing great, man. And Cross are killing it. Love you guys. Yeah, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, we do need to hang out more. We need to have you on the stream at some point. We can get that set up. Alright, let's see. So, drawn some rock formations type deal. And it's rock, but it's also snow. So, alright, so let's see how this goes. Alright, so this is whew. I'd love to bring things coming up, moving soon. Current living kind of sucks streaming, but I'm gonna get back to the horse. Nice. Did you just get a house? Alright, let's nice, dude. Congrats. That's awesome. Moving is fun, but also very frustrating. So, dude, market is insane right now. Just house prices in general are just through the roof. Sorry for whistling on the mic. It's a habit. Right, I'm gonna erase some of these lines, not all of them, but as we start slowly moving up the structure, yeah, we have Bob, we have like in our neighborhood my wife and I live in, there's like 3 houses for sale in our neighborhood alone. So once I get in and everything calm, I'm thinking of getting a new truck. Nice. There you go. You gotta just mix it up. Just do everything at once. Bob, thank you for the sub, bro. Thank you for the support. We really appreciate it, man. And again, congrats on your new house. Anybody who's subbed that is currently in chat, go ahead and throw your Stan Clan emotes in chat as a support. Show support for the stream and for Bob, our new sub. You guys are awesome. Alright, let's see. But yeah, the market is insane. Like, my wife and I were talking about selling, even though we don't want to. We don't really want to move, just because of the market right now. But All right, so this is kind of like a roof structure almost. Family discount. Sub discount. I'm not sure my wife would approve on that one. Not sure Miss Nitro would approve. All right. We're getting there. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. The thing is with this type of stuff, when you take your time and you don't rush the process, that's when you get the best results. I know it's pretty self-explanatory for the most part, but like for real, because I know for me, a lot of times I like to rush the process, and that never ends up the way that you want it to end up. So I thought my computer just reset. That's fantastic. Never gonna use it. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. And I'll add some like details in the rocks and stuff like that as we get closer to the finish of this part. Like some bricks. I'm not going to draw every brick because that'll be just unnecessary. But I might actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I might actually do, you know, those old Japanese tapestry paintings that are like sepia tone because they're so old. They look like they're tea stained and stuff like that. I might actually do that for this. I'm thinking about it. It just depends on if it fits in the painting, Watson. It doesn't take away from the overall composition. Once I get this air temple drawn and I get the fire temple drawn, I will scan them in and see if I can stitch it together, see if there's room for that. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see, man. All right, let's see. Side note, have any of you seen Hamilton? So my wife and I watched it for the first time like a month ago, and I can't stop singing the songs. And now, like, the history sleuth in me is now looking up all this history having to do with Aaron Burr and Alexander Hamilton, and I have no life anymore because that's all I'm doing. I'm just joking. But man, it's such a good play. Such a good play. I think this pen might be going bad.
secret to making sure everything at Kroger
No,
is fresh?
we don't,
Save
Kroger.
shoppers.
I feel like this is a... It's made of wood. So I'll try to give like the indication that this is wood, but I'm not going to go crazy with the wood grain, if that makes sense. Something like that. Like I said, nothing too fancy. Cool. All right, so let's keep drawing. So this house is kind of in an outcropping. Let's... It's got kind of like a grassy hat on it, this part. So all right, it's coming along. It's coming along. Some of these have spires, so let's draw some of these on. Not all of them, just some of them. This is cramping my hand so bad. Drawing all these like small straight lines. I'm pressing down so hard on this micron, it's like smushing the tip, which is not a good idea. Shouldn't press down that hard. It's getting there. It almost looks like something from Lord of the Rings. For real. Alright. Alright, so let me put some of this snow. And then, so it kind of goes down like this. Alright. So there's like a little bit of a rock wall right here. There's a technically these towers are made of wood too, but I kind of want to differentiate them from the other walls, so thanks, man. Appreciate it. I want to differentiate them from the other walls, so I'm not going to do the wood grain on those. Let's delete some of these pencil lines. Alright, so then what we can do, I'm just going to try to find some reference photos for this real quick. This may or may not translate, so this may or may not translate well visually, but we shall see. I'll keep doing it. I've never drawn Appa before, so you're going to have to bear with me for a second. Yeah, I'll finish that later. I'm not really digging that right now, but I don't want to give up on it. Alright, so let me, I'm going to outline this thing in a darker, a heavier, rather, line. Appa is cute. But Appa is very difficult to draw. I guess if you haven't drawn him before. I assume Appa is a he. I don't know why, but it just seems right. He seems just like a grumpy old man. Always trying to bite people. A grumpy old flying dog. That's an accurate statement. Alright, I gotta take a break, guys. My hand is killing me. Actually, let's do a shoe break. We haven't done a shoe break in a while. So for those of you who've been hanging around for a couple weeks, I've been working on these Dragon Ball Z shoes. I paint Air Force Ones, or custom paint Air Force Ones in my spare time just for fun. And as kind of like a little side gig. And my favorite character from Dragon Ball Z is Krillin. I feel like he just doesn't get the love that he should because he's sweet, even though he's not a Saiyan. So, I ordered a pair of custom Air Force Ones, and I started painting them. And I've been taking you guys along the road, along the process. So I finally got the shoe painted. I got the base color painted. I got the sock liner painted, and I've been adding, actually, hold on, I'm not even showing you guys. Oh yeah, cool. I got the sock liner painted, and I put the Turtle School emblem from his outfit off on the side of the shoe. The stencil turned out really good. I'm really digging the navy blue. Hey Leslie Dixon, thank you for popping in, I appreciate it. It's good to have a fellow artist on in the chat. Just showing on some custom shoes that I've been working on for the past like 15 years. Not really. It's been like a month. So, and on the other side, obviously, I gotta wipe some of this paint off. But on the other side, we have the Dragon Balls. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do on the back. Like, I think I'm gonna put the Z for the Z Warriors on the back. I gotta figure out a way to tie all this together. He's obviously doing the Destructo Disc movement for those of you who are familiar with Dragon Ball Z, so I got to figure out a way to put that in there and just tie everything together. And then the other shoe is this version, and I put a little play on the Supreme logo for those of you who are fashionistas. The Supreme logo, just Krillin it. I'm gonna be doing some work around his hands for like a energy beam that he's throwing, Kamehameha. And then we have Shenron, obviously. I gotta figure out again a way to tie all of this together. I think I might put some quotes from Krillin in the background there's these really cool like BA quotes that he says, something like, "I may not look like much, but I'm about to wreck your world" type stuff. So, like I said, I feel like Krillin doesn't get the love he deserves. I'm really pumped about these shoes though, how they're coming together. I haven't decided on the lace colors or anything like that. But yeah, I feel like they're coming along nicely. I don't know what I'm going to do with the Dubrays, which is those lace clips up front. I might go orange. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'm thinking about white laces though, to kind of pull with the tag and the bottom part. But yeah, those are the shoes that I've been working on. I'm pretty excited about those. All right, so let's get back to the air temple, shall we? All right, let us continue outlining in the heavier 1 micron pen. I've taken some liberties with the air temple. Not many though, but I have taken some. Because the air temple is not the focal point of this piece. Zuko and Aang are. So I want to make sure that they are front and center and nothing is distracting. Or detracting from them is the word that I'm looking for, not distracting. But yes, you also do not want it to be distracting. And any flub up like I did just there, that line is way too fat, I can fix in Photoshop once I scan it in. Lizzie, do you stream on Twitch? Do you stream art on Twitch? Have you ever used Copics? I have not, but I have wanted to paint skateboard decks for a while, and I know those are used on skateboard decks because it's basically an acrylic marker, right? So I definitely want to try them, but I have never tried them, no. Alright, let me come in here. Where's my eraser? Not super regularly, but I've been trying to do it more often. That's awesome. Well, let me see if we can do this. There we go. Cool. Go check out Lizzie. Lizzie. Is it cool if I call you Lizzie? Go check out Lizzie. She does some art streaming like we do here on Tuesday nights. Again, welcome to the stream tonight. Normally, we do our normal stream, so I am one half of the duo, Comics and the Cross. My other half in the streaming world, I have a wife, but my other half in the streaming world, Cross, he does gaming streams on Monday. He's going through Kingdom Hearts for his first time ever. And then we co-stream on Sundays, and we do anything from gaming streams like Sea of Thieves or Apex to we talk about any type of geek stuff. Like we'll do some comic book movie reviews, comic book TV show reviews. We'll do indie comic reviews. We actually bring on comic creators, comic artists that have been published and stuff like that. So we kind of go all over the map. But yeah, definitely welcome to have you. Geico, after I've been watching for quite a while. Yeah, I don't know what the issue is with Geico. It's weird. Alright, so I might call it in just a minute just because we got to get started on the Fire Temple. So here's the piece, Lizzie, that we're working on right now. So we had a 12-hour stream, my co-host and I, Cross, in April to kind of raise funds for TACA, which is the Autism Community in Action. One of the milestones from that 12-hour stream was a personal commission, a piece of art commission from me. We blew past our goal, so we got 4 commission pieces out of the 12-hour stream. So this is number 3 of 4. We worked on 1 and 2 in the previous weeks, and now this is the 3rd one. So Watson, who's one of our good friends here on the channel. He is the co-host of the Co-op Trio, one of the streams on Twitch, which does mostly gaming and geek talk. He wants a piece with half Avatar Aang's face, half Zuko's face, and then their respective temples in the background. So for Aang, it'd be an air temple, and for Zuko, it'd be the fire temple. So right now, we worked on Zuko. We have Zuko's half face. We have Aang's half face. And now we're working on the air temple in the background. So this will be kind of over Aang's. Aang will be on this side of the painting, so this will be over his right shoulder. And then I'm going to be scanning these into Photoshop and doing a bit of digital work, kind of coloring those in. Yeah, so we're going to kind of do a cel-shaded vibe to it, just kind of like the Nickelodeon show, to give it kind of like an authentic feel. Yeah, so yeah, that's kind of what we're doing. And yeah, we're kind of all over the map with what we stream, but we're mainly kind of centered in, like, we like talking about geek culture type stuff, mainly comic book centric stuff, but we kind of, again, we do gaming, we do art, all that stuff. So yeah, it's definitely a big undertaking. One of the pieces we worked on for one of our good friends, Chunk the Hut, who may or may not be in chat. We worked on it for like 3 straight weeks, so that was a huge undertaking. That's kind of, I think that's the most time I've ever spent on a piece, like ever. So right now I'm just giving indications of the snow. I'm not trying to go crazy because I don't want to detract from anything. And I think what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to make it kind of look ink stained in the back. So like one of those like Japanese old tapestry paintings where it's like brown from age. I'm still going to have color on it, but it's going to be way muted. So yeah, Geico and Kroger can go somewhere. Alright, let's try to do Appa again. Let's see if we can do... Appa's just difficult to draw, man. Who needs groceries and insurance anyways? Right? Who needs to live? Who needs to live a normal life with responsibilities? Yeah, so Lizzie, just to reiterate, every Tuesday night we're doing these art streams. So anytime you want to check out one of these, feel free to pop one in. Alright, maybe another one. No, I'm just gonna hold off right now. I really want to put a window in this, even though I don't think it has them in there. Let's go nuts. Let's get nuts. Okay. Cool. Sounds good. Alright, everyone. Debating starting the fire temple. Let me just take a look at the fire temple, see how intense it is. Let me actually save this picture so I don't lose it. Alright, let's look at the Fire Temple. This one is just intense. The Fire Temple is intense too. Avatar. Yeah, see, the Fire Temple is like on the side of a volcano. Like, how intense is that? Maybe I'll just start and get just like an overall gist of it.
Welcome guests back in with 4th of July.
Nope. Alright, so it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels to it. So let's kind of just really loosely draw those out. And then it kind of has these like horns type thing. So that's kind of the Fire Temple. And then I'll do like a little like road to it. Actually, let me. So that's not how perspective works. Alright. Something like that. I'm horrible at perspective. I'll get it. It'll work. We'll get it working. So something like that. I say I feel awful for the ink was used and still use paintbrushes to ink. This is so rough. My brush pen gave out, so I busted out the sable brush and ink wall, and I'm not. It depends, man. If you have like, so these are not good brushes, but if you have a good brush, I feel like if you have a good brush that holds a lot of ink, and the Brussels sprouts, the bristles are straight, like this one has like something coming off the side. I don't know, like I tend to lick my brushes so they get a point. If you can do that and you can carry that point, I feel like I have more control with a brush, because I feel like a brush is more forgiving than a pen. Because with a pen, it's going to record every micro trimmer with your hand, and I don't have a super steady hand, so it's just all over the map. I do have a brush pen. It's the Micron brush pen. I'm gonna sacrifice this paper. I'm not a huge fan of it, just because it's super like, I feel like it's super inconsistent. Maybe not. I just don't use it a lot. I prefer, if I'm gonna do a brush, I prefer to do an actual brush. But yeah. All right, but I think I'm gonna call it there, because this is gonna take a long time, and I don't want to get started on something and have to stop midway through and kind of change gears. Let me see. Let me put these up. All right, but I really appreciate everybody coming out. Thank you so much for the new sub. Bob the Racer resubbed, and Chunk the Hut gifted a sub to Artsy Adventure. All of you guys are awesome, and we really appreciate this support. Yeah, I'm going to wrap up a lot, because the only thing I have left is kind of the Fire Temple, and that's going to take like a couple of hours to get going. I don't want to get started on it and then have to kind of like cut off. So, but we really appreciate it. Lizzie, thank you for stopping in. Let me do one more shout out for Lizzie. She has her own art stream that she does. I say she. If you're not a she, I apologize. Oh, Locke coming in with a gifted sub to Lizzie. Thank you, guys. Locke, you're a beast. For those of you who are subs, for your stand head emote in the chat, show some love and support. Welcome to the Stan Clan, Lizzie. And so we did a shout out for Lizzie. She has her own art streaming channel. Go check her out when you get a chance. And yeah, welcome to the community. Our community is awesome. They're very tight knit, super welcoming. So happy to have you here. But yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna call it a night. Thanks again for all your support. I really appreciate everybody coming out, showing our channel some love, showing me some love. And as we always say, it is a great week to be a geek. We love you guys. Go show some support to 1Geek411. Love you guys.